No, but man, what level of clearance did you have?
Well, I had a top clearance.
Top secret?
Top clearance.
Like the top of the top?
The top of the top. I had the Department of Defense clearance, and they had the Department of Energy clearance.
Mhm.
Two different, that is a nuclear warhead.
Mhm.
I know how to design this. Okay? I know how to calculate this. Okay?
Mhm.
Now, these people, they want this technology in order to produce fusion ignition and from there produce fusion energy, commercial fusion energy. Okay?
Which I understand
That
can be
is
limitless.
limitless, right. And that is one aspect of my proposal. So my proposal has one target, which is nuclear weapons. Now you move it around a little bit, and now you have this venue, commercial applications.
Right.
But that's not all of it, because the laser itself, this is so powerful, you do a little trick and change from HF to DF, and the DF is just perfect to blind satellites, for instance. You put the laser, this laser,
You could
in a top,
blind the spy satellites.
right, all the spy satellites you can finish in an afternoon. With us, if you have this laser, you're dealing with a big code that what you did is basically import from Germany. You want the laser fusion code from Germany. You don't want to start from zero.
No.
Then you want to put the high explosive package in there. Now you said, we have good relations with Iran. Did you say that?
Mhm.
For sure, they have already a high explosive package. Okay? So you can come up and ask them, would you borrow this? You study that, and if there is something useful, you use. I don't know if they're willing to do that, but I'm telling you, when you go into this, you have to interact at the open level with the rest of the world,
Of course.
but you have to have your fully classified program, fully proof, inside. Okay? If I have, for instance, it should be such that if I have the clearance, the Venezuelan clearance,
Mhm.
and I'm talking to all of those guys and teaching a lot, that I still can take the plane, come to the United States, and nobody in the United States will know that I'm using my brain helping the Venezuelan government. But you do it underground anyway, and nobody, they're going to, there's a shake there, the seismo, whatever it is, but they're not going to know what it is.
Yeah.
What it is, we
You're
want
an
it,
earthquake in the jungle.
whatever it is. Right. But once that you got that, once that you got this, then you start building them. You build, let's say, 40 or 30. Okay? You have your stockpile. Now, one day there are problems. The United States or this and that, so on. So Venezuela said very clearly, we are going to have one test just to let the world know what we got. Just make
That's fair.
one, in the middle of the Pacific or wherever, everybody's seeing it. You don't kill anybody.
Of course.
Now you tell the United States, not only we have this, but we have these other designs. And we blow this on top of New York. Nobody dies from this explosion. Well, we destroyed all the electric power in New York with an EMP pulse, electromagnetic pulse.
Is that possible?
Yes. Can do that.
That's a powerful message.
Right. That is the type, what you say, full deterrence. You don't kill anybody, but the mess. That.
The logistical problems.
Okay. So, when you go into this, you can go into this and that and so on and so forth. You have to take a look at the full picture, and there are things that you think are very difficult to do, but you have to learn how to go there. step by
there's
step.
and beyond those deterrents, there's the real, the powerful laser beams that can knock out U.S. satellites over Venezuela.
Right.
Could certainly be useful to do right before we're gonna do some secret testing and whatnot.
You can, this kind of stuff is stuff that you want to do it this is extremely important. Politically speaking, you have to be very careful when you are doing all of this to make absolutely certain that the full world really understand what is going on. Because one of the things that because the signal, the signal when you become powerful and all this and all that, nobody likes that.
Mm-hmm.
You have other nations in Latin America and whatever it is. So you have to come up and say to the other nations, we're going to have an umbrella for everybody.
Right.
If any nation outside Latin America attacks any nation inside Latin America, we are going to retaliate with nuclear bomb.